Alright, here I go, back up Long's Peak, Chasm Lake. Here we go, time to start the trip. So I was told to compile a video of the trip up here. Not just the awesome ice skating, but the entire journey. It's so beautiful. Okay. Undeniable. Living in Federal Heights, it's hard to believe that this beauty is an hour away. Why be anywhere else? Look at this shit. Get a sec. I need some better equipment. Here we go. Look at this. No music up here. Sound is so beautiful. This is no real trail. You gotta say, from Bob Marley, most people believe some God will save them in all eternity bliss. Why not just find heaven on earth? Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Is this not something to aspire towards? My stomach's full. At least my socks are dry so far. And I got a soft bed at home. What else do we need to reach for? Our physical fitness, development of our moral character. It's comedic how it seems like so few. There's no better path to be on is development of your own moral character, Socrates. I'm pretty happy. Look at this, drenching, sweating in all the snow. Just I love this valley, just about to get above tree line. It's always my goal to be the first Thomson to climb Long's Peak. It's an aspirational aspect of my family. I don't know where else to go. This mountain is just home. Look at this. You don't got to reach for the stars. You don't got to fly to India to find happiness. You just got to go to our backyard and be happy. I'm glad this is my backyard. My playground. Look how nice it is. His feet of snow. Yeah, I'm going to be sliding down these mountains on the way down. Look at this. The breaks of tree line right here. So little oxygen that even a tree can't survive. Something about it, its effect on your body. It's funny how people always say they get their second wind. The truest term is when you go so far that you actually have a fear for your life that you can't go any further to get back. And then adrenaline kicks in. You got more energy than you could ever fathom. I'm way beyond that yet, but practicing it helps you be able to control it. And when the closest thing most people have to releasing their adrenaline is the political aspiration of their favorite candidate losing, someone they feel is their savior, or their favorite sports team letting them down. That's when people release their adrenaline these days. Flight or fight. Our reptilian part of our brain was developed for self-defense and reaction. Everyone looks at me as an adrenaline junkie. But by being able to touch those parts of your life, gives you the separation that actually shows us who we are. We got our cognitive, our reptilian, and our emotional part of our brain. We got to use them all. And the associations we breach into those develop us who we are. Perceive the world differently, and you'll change your life. And no one can deny this beauty. Yet we go home, we sit on our balcony, we look down on the busy streets, and everyone I know has a twinge that something isn't right. Something doesn't feel quite perfect about it. Look at this serenity. Tell me there's something wrong about this. It's flawless. Interesting enough, we hold ourselves so above the world. Yet our biosphere within itself, if we were to create a nanobite that could walk on its own, think, eat, and feed a city, it would be the groundbreaking technology of the century. Yet we look at an ant with 2 chromosomes as nothing. It's hard not to believe there's an intelligence beyond our own, that there's a higher state, be it God, be it Gaia, be it Jesus, whatever you want to call it. There's something beyond us that is playing a part in our everyday lives. Now just imagine waking up, smell of a fire, relaxing, getting out of your tent, teepee, walking over the hill, and seeing that. Just imagine that. It's funny, as much as I develop into science and technology, the more I believe in creation. The fact that these particles collided out of neutrons, hydrogen, electrons, and the combination of those particles create everything. And not to mention, there's more vacuum space in this nucleus than there is actual matter. So we have a whole bunch of basketballs holding us together, filled with air. How is there not something more? And scientists work off the Big Bang Theory into this development from nothing. Yet their entire scientific theory goes off the boson particle, a particle that holds their entire theory together. And the best thing that I can say is, if this particle doesn't exist, then I don't understand anything. And we hold this to be self-fact. This is what we aspire towards. Is proving that there isn't something greater than ourselves. No man can put a name to each other's personal beliefs. We all say we read the same book, but our interpretation within itself could be defined in its own religion separately. So a scientist says to God, I can create life. God's like, I'll take that bet. Scientist walks outside, scoops up a cup of dirt. God's like, no, make your own dirt. Yet I do gotta say, it's hard not to follow some of the string theory patterns that has become a major study in universities these days, that everything is vibration, that there's an energy beyond us. Just look at the snow, water. Look at the theory of relativity being disproven by this stuff right here. Water. Theory of relativity, holding still that nothing goes faster than the speed of light. If I'm flying at you at 1,000 miles an hour pointing a light at you, I'm going the same speed as you pointing that same flashlight directly at me. Yet supposedly, in our particle accelerator in Europe, retract neutrinos going faster. Neutrinos, a byproduct of hydrogen fusion. This water, right here, a byproduct that gives us energy and life. On the Richter scale, our society doesn't even rank into a higher intelligence. When scientists look for intelligent life on planets, they rate them on a scale from 1 to 3. Sadly enough, our species ranks 0 on this intelligence scale. So why not follow a true path? Make yourself a better person. Everyone says, why don't you do more, make more, grow more? What, so I can make my kids' lives easier? So they don't have to fight and live? What more should we have than our stomachs full, a couple toys, a pair of ice skates, and a beautiful mountain? Some love, some family, some friends. Yet the richest people I know are the poorest people I know. The wealthiest, I pity the most. And this is generally speaking on subjective terms. I know some very wealthy, happy people. But I am not wealthy. Fuck, I feel rich. God. Don't know where this video is going, but I'm 25 years old. Best shape of my life. Never felt better. No more than a remembrance of that for myself 10 years from now. If I ever feel lost, the person I become, and it's hard to say. I had 6 guys supposed to come up with me today. They're all sitting hungover, drinking Bloody Marys. I'll have my drink. In fact, I got them sitting down in the snow up by my car. But that's my reward. Isn't this not the present? God. Not the definition of beauty. Amazing, look at this. So it's so interesting. I had this conversation with this great man about how I always fight the system and go about it by the wrong way. And he tells me that he thinks going after people that do wrong to other people as a soul journey. That is the most amazing thing. Now, it's hard for me not to see that we're going about this the wrong way. That there is something out here so profound, such a system that is so intricate that we can't even try to fathom and try to make up the concepts of it. I mean, even look at quantum physics, geology, microbiology, perception, physiology, even the psychology. We don't even understand our own minds, how they work. You know, we're colliding faster than the speed of light, and yet we think we're so intelligent, but we don't even know how our own brain works. Maybe we should realize that we're not the top of the food chain. What if Gaia is? What if this planet? What if this system right here? Look at it. Even after we're gone, it's still going to be here. I mean, how can something come from nothing? How can people deny that there's not some concept, predecision, that there was creation at a time? Something must have created the first atomic particles, the first hydrogen, first electrons, that supposedly over time grew out space, blew up, and then mass was created. It's comedic, especially when they talk about boson particles as being the fundamental calculation to making everything exist. Yet we can't even measure it. We don't even know if this exists. We just say, if this doesn't exist, then I don't know. Yet it's wrong to say that there's something greater than ourselves spiritually, that it's a predetermined decision that's been implemented in our brains, that we can't talk about something greater. Don't get me wrong, I don't agree with most of religions and the demographics of how they were written. I mean, look, King Solomon wrote the Bible. Fucking dictator. But all those people are trying to help out. Okay, getting ever so closer. This is my boss's idea for me to film the trek up. It's not the easiest of treks. Has a good portion of this I'm not filming because of what people might think by me doing all this stuff by myself. Gotta say, I have lost a lot of friends, a lot of people who's passed. If I die going out this way, it will not be in vain. I had friends die crossing the street on scooters. It's like, well, why risk it? Stay at home. Why not just live? Very few times I say, why not? A lot of times I say I'll never do that again, but I'd rather do it and say I'm never trying that again and have the thought that I missed out on something. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. So, I met these guys on the way up here. Should have almost filmed it. He was 60 years old. One of the guy had a prosthetic leg, and he's climbing Long's Peak. They were camping, actually. And they were digging tunnels in the snow, playing like 6-year-old kids. Both of these guys ran a company, rich and wealthy in all means. And they were playing like 6-year-old children in the snow, inviting me to camp with them. I'm like, you know what? I gotta do my own playing. Grab my ice skates. It's so unbelievable. The people that you meet up here are so devout. When you push your body to the limit, it really does build character. Your body is your temple. True. Look at this. I couldn't be. God. When was the last time you cried in happiness? this. Oh, man. Terribly need both my hands for this. Shouldn't have partied like a son of a hell last night. Sing and dance till the day we die, and laugh. This is the part of the video that I shouldn't show people. This is, you see that glacier over there? Gotta cross it. There's a little trail that looks like there may be some ice pick marks going through there. Lake's over there. Right over that, through the glacier. That's it's actually a lot less snow than before. So it's a little less scary. This is the third time I've done Long's Peak since 2012. If this really is the end of the world this year, that'll be a good year. Look at that. Oh, so rough, so rough. Definitely not for the weak of heart. Oh my God. Just don't believe it. I mean, really? God, this is beautiful. I really have found heaven on earth within myself. I couldn't be more happy to be alive. And this is living. This is the way it's supposed to be. You work to do the things you enjoy. You don't enjoy the things you do to work, because no matter how you word that, it doesn't make any sense. I saw this psychology study from 2007. This violinist, world-renowned, just sold out in Paris, France, and did this whole trip. And the university in New York got him to play in the subway station right next to the stock exchange. And they videotaped about 45 minutes of this violinist, one of the most amazing artists I've ever seen. And nobody stopped to pay attention. Nobody glanced more than a second. What's life about if you can't sit and enjoy the pleasures and beauty of it and appreciate it? And this is beauty. This is beauty. This camera does not do justification at all. It is so horrific looking at the back of this and seeing what I'm actually seeing through my eyes. One love, for sure. This is... Oh, God. So I'm here to show the trek. Here's yet another marvelous beauty of a waterfall, frozen solid. This is amazing. Oh God, look at that. It's just surreal. This is so shady. I probably need my hands, but I'm sliding down this thing to my lake, sliding down to my lake. And yes, I'm a goof, a nerd, and having fun with it. Oh shit, fuck! Oh my God. Once again. Alright. Laying down now on Chasm Lake. Thought you'd want a view of this beautiful blue sky without a cloud in it. So I had to get a victory cigar. Oh. And my mission skates. These are the best skates ever. Badass. Look at those things. It's a gift, and I finally got to use them. I think I may call this my ice rink. Now the only sad thing is I don't know, the last time I came here it was crystal clear. A little dusting on it now. Still smooth as I could ever imagine on a lake. I couldn't fathom such a, look at this. Oh, it's so hard to breathe up here. It is so incredibly beautiful, though. Cigar may have been a bad choice. And no worries about this lake being fully solid. It's only about 10 feet deep at its deepest. And I'm on Long's Peak. It's frozen solid until July. Look at this. There's like no wind out here. It's the perfect day. Be climbing Long's Peak, smoking a cigar, and fuck it. Why not add ice skating to it? I mean, it's hard not to fill the air with empty words. What is there to say? Wow. Wow. Oh, look at that shadow. Woo! I don't know the dictionary term for contentment, but I think I'm feeling it right now. God, I love life. There's two things I want to say. Completely, almost irrelevant. I love the canyons here. It's pretty awesome, so. I love boobies! Nice echo. Now, there's only one good word I think that describes my trek back. It's open-ended. It can be used as a verb, adverb, noun, and adjective. Considering I shattered both my ankles a few years ago, it's not the easiest thing to make it here, especially during winter time. It's not the easiest to be ice skating. But the perfect word that describes my trek back is fuck! Woo! I hope you enjoyed my video. Definitely, I think it's more for myself than anyone else. Just fun to watch. Sit there on a gloomy day. Be like, hey, I'm in a bad mood. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to YouTube myself doing some awesome thing. And I thought this weekend, what do I want to do? I want to do something amazing. I mean, I've already been ice climbing up here and tons of times climbing. Been ice skating here once before. I don't know what's better. I couldn't have thought of something cooler. Skydiving, done that. Doesn't last too long. It's pretty awesome. Nice to get the license. Kayaking, rivers are frozen. Dirt biking, ice and that just don't go good together. So why not ice climbing, and ice skating on this view. Look at that cliff. Runs off the edge with more waterfalls. Two beautiful waterfalls over there I was just looking at. Climbed down through. The trek across the glacier over there. To climb over the mountain. And the over 6 mile journey back to the car. I love my life. I don't understand why everybody doesn't do this. Everyone's like, that's awesome, that's really cool. Well, what'd you do this weekend? Well, I hung out with all the guys last night. I've known for 15 years. I went ice climbing. Went ice skating on Chasm Lake right underneath Long's Peak. I trained some wild horses with one of my best friends. Trying to break him in for her business. I'm going to my friend's housewarming party tonight. How's your life going? I don't mean to brag. It's open for everyone. This is free. The only thing it cost me was Taco Bell and an hour-and-a-half drive. Little bumpy over here.